With this, I request Mr. Ashish Bhargava, IAS Director General and Chief Executive Officer, NADA, to kindly be with us. If we have the presence of Mr. Ashish Bhargava, I request Mr. Ashish to kindly be with us on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Gold Scotch Award in the category of governance for the organization National Anti-Doping Agency, and the project name is Know Your Medicine Application.
First of all, I'd like to thank the SKOCH Group for giving us this honor. It is more important that when the efforts are recognized at such a forum, the importance of such initiatives as the one I'm going to tell you about increases, and its adoption becomes so much easy in a country like India, which is very vast. So it's very important that initiatives like whichever have preceded this thing and our own organization's initiative are recognized. This is about Know Your Medicine. So it is not me for development of this. I would not take much credit. Although I have been now in the organization for last 6 months, but it was conceptualized by my predecessor, Mrs. Ritu Sen, IAS officer, and of course our colleague Rahul and our other teammates. So it is National Anti-Doping Organization is working towards tackling the menace of doping and spreading anti-doping awareness and education. And also seeing that when India is developing in sports, but when we develop clean. We develop in a way that is recognized, and our efforts they both bear fruit at the international forums. Like we are sending our Olympic contingent here. The government and Honorable Prime Minister has aspired, and the country would be hosting Olympics. So for all this, it is essential that our athletes and sports persons stay away from doping and consuming something which contains so-called prohibited substances. Now, the knowledge of these prohibited substances, what you are taking in the form of drugs and medicines, is very limited. How do you check that? We can't be with everybody at all times in a country like India where the population and the number of athletes are so large. So the idea was conceptualized that the technology should be the enabler, and it should give us we should give them a tool where they can, through that tool, they can come to know that when they are taking a drug or a medicine they are consuming, they can come to know whether it contains prohibited substance, prohibited chemical, or it does not contain, and it is safe to take. So this was the idea behind this particular technology initiative which a National Anti-Doping Agency developed. And it's available vastly. It is not only available for only athletes, but it is available for all the people in the country, that they can download it from Google app. It is Know Your Medicine. It gives you, you can also put the name of the medicine which you are likely to consume or you're thinking of consuming, or you can also take a photograph and put it there. It will give you a pop-up whether it contains a substance which is in the prohibited list, or it does not contain it, it is safe to take. Because prohibited substances are as bad as, you could say, narcotic drugs. And the knowledge and awareness for these substances need to grow many folds in this country to be able to make people aware of how and why they should avoid these things, not only in sports, but in normal life also. Because it has wide-ranging ramifications and also side effects, which can have long-term health consequences. So this initiative is for the people of the country, and I would like to dedicate it, and I would like to thank the group that, like this, when the initiatives like Know Your Medicine are recognized, they have it becomes easier to disseminate them. So thank you so much. And if I'll request Rahul also to say 2 words, because he has been the force behind all this.
He even looks like a sportsman.
He has been. Somewhere.
Thank you, sir. Very good evening to everybody. I think, more and in various contexts, we've been discussing various sectors. Now, sport is also an enabler when it comes to sustainable development. We've been talking about sustainable development agenda, sustainable development goals. The National Anti-Doping Agency has 3, core concrete concepts within which, framework it operates. We implement, our program through deterrence, by testing people, by managing their results, by, prevention through anti-doping education and awareness, and by, sort of letting people know through technology that this is prohibited and you should not consume, all of these substances. We've been credible, we've been inclusive, and we've been visible through these forums. So I think, I won't, take much of your time. Do check out the Know Your Medicine application, as has been, said by sir, that it is good for each and every person. Do check that the medicines that you're consuming, are they prohibited, or do they, contain any prohibited substance or not? So with this, thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.